let's take a look at the product from the point of view of customization and creating a custom calculation. So our objective here is to change a column, both from the point of view of changing the caption, which I'll show you how to do in a moment, and also, amazingly enough, adding a calculation in with a small piece of code that will deliver a value here, which is basically accuracy subtracted by 100. Another product shows that same metric as percent deviation instead of what we call accuracy. So let me show you how to do that. First, let me point you to the schema and show you that there are several fields that are left there in the schema called user custom calculation. So in the target compound, you'll see user custom calculation field. Also in the peak table, the results table, you'll see user custom calculation. And last, in the peak qualifier, the results table, you also have a slot for user custom calculation. So how do you go about doing that? Well, let's start off with the two parts. The first part is changing the caption. So I'm going to go to a configuration file which is located with the binaries of the product. Now first, before we get into this, let me put down a strong warning that this is an expert level editing here. Please don't try this unless you are truly comfortable with editing XML documents and next with the technology of Visual Studio and C# programming. So first, this is in the directory of the binaries. The default location is here, and we're going to be editing this XML configuration file which controls the captions that are shown in the product, quantanalysis.exe.config. I'm just going to edit that with Notepad. When I open it, I'll notice there's a lot of information in here. For example, here is mainly commented out information, but the capability of editing the formatting that's associated with the different columns. So here, for example, the time is edited to a value of F3, meaning 3 digits past the decimal point. So you can customize the precision that you're going to show the numbers in from this particular file. There's a lot of presentation information here, which I'll skip, and I'll go directly to the part that has to do with editing the caption, user custom calculation. Caption, I'm going to assign it a value of %dev to reflect the custom calculation I'll do in a moment. So that is the first step. When you reboot the application, you should see that change in the applications. So if I go over to the application here, you'll see the results here, which was before using user custom calculation. The caption has been changed to %dev from that XML configuration file that's read in at the boot up of the application. All right, now for the next step. Hold on your seats. What we're going to do now is a capability of this technology, which is to create a custom expression using code. So here is a piece of code that actually is added to the product and goes in and changes that user custom calculation field and puts in accuracy minus 100. So that is the calculation that's done. It's a very simple calculation, but basically you can do any calculation. Let me repeat that. You can do any calculation with this approach. And there's a small amount of formatting here because this column in the database is a string, so we will format it as an F3 string before we store it into that column. So going back to the binaries, what I've done here is edited the script. And the last part I need to do is I need to tell the product that that script is something that we want to have dynamically compiled and added to the product. So I will go over here and open with, again, Notepad, and I'll show you how I did that. If I look at the references here, you'll see that this reference right here, iCustom Expressions, which is pointing to custom expression script, which comes from the file customexpressions_script.txt, which is the file that I added to that directory, has been uncommented, and that is what is controlling the application, telling it to go find this script, dynamically compile it, and replace this custom script DLL, giving it that additional functionality. So if I look at what has changed recently, sorted by date, you'll see that the DLL has been compiled quite recently from this text script there. So that is basically the path to extend this product at an expert level. And what you'll end up after you reboot the application is you'll see that you have a column where the caption has changed. And in addition, instead of accuracy, accuracy is still there, but I have changed the percent deviation here, adding that caption, and also filling it with these values, which come directly from the values of the accuracy. So thank you very much.